Now we're going to start making the soil part of our cactus, which is this part right here. So begin with that slip knot. We'll wrap it around, pull through, pretzel shape, put your hook through. Now the pattern states to make a magic ring, and we are going to be doing something a little easier than a magic ring. What I want you to do is we're going to chain 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Remember, see your V's? You have 1 V, 1, 2, 3. Alright, now that you have your chain done, you chained your 3, you're going to end up going into that second hole from the loop. So again, right here, see that? You're going to end up crocheting 6 stitches into that little section. The reason why we're doing 6, because it asked us to do 6 in the magic loop, or in the magic ring, so we're going to do 6 in this. So again, your single crochet is you go through the hoop, wrap it around, twist so it hooks, pull through first one, wrap it around, twist, pull through both. And this is where you're going to use your stitch markers, because with knitting around you're not going to be able to see where you started or where you ended. So in that first stitch that you just completed, which would be right here, you're going to put that hook through. There we go. It's kind of stuck. And then now you can see there's a slight hole right there. You're going to end up going back into that hole, wrap the yarn around, twist, pull through, the yarn, twist, pull through. So now you've done 2 stitches in that same hole. You're going to go back into that hole again, twist, pull through, wrap, twist, pull through. So now we've done 3 stitches. So we're going to do that again, that same hole, twist, pull through, twist, pull through. 4 stitches, same hole, wrap, twist, pull through, and again in that same hole. Now when we get to the other parts, this would actually be an increase of when you're doing single crochet into that same hole. You are increasing the stitches. Twist, pull through. Okay, so now we should have 6 stitches. So we count the one from our stitch marker first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try it again so you can see. My thumb probably didn't do it justice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 little V's. Now the pattern says SC increase, so SC again is single crochet increasing. So we have 6, and you're going to end up having 12 stitches when you're done with this round. So take that hook off. And this little tail right here where your knot and some little extra of those chain stitches, it's all going to get tucked in and hidden, so don't worry about that. So with that, you're going to go back into that very first single crochet. Now when we did the body, remember we went through single crochet through the back loops. This is where you're going to go single crochet through both of those loops, the front and the back. That part and that part. Go through. Now this is going to be a little challenging because sometimes they're just stiffer to go through. It's okay. Be patient. Take your time. Don't get too frustrated. So it's pull through that one stitch. Take it, wrap it around, twist, pull through. Like I said, it's going to be a little stiffer depending on how tight you had done your stitches beforehand. So now there's 2 loops on here. Again, remember to single crochet, gotta do this again and go through both of those loops. And now you're going to mark that first stitch again. So with your stitch marker, that stitch you just completed, so it's basically, it's that first V from the hook. It's going to be behind when you just finished. That is where you're going to put your stitch marker through. And then close it off. Now you're going to have to look really closely again, because it's smaller, it's hard to see. Remember, it is to single crochet increase. So we just did the 1 stitch in there, now we're going to do a 2nd stitch in there. So you're going to find that hole, what you've just done. Let me take this hook off so you can see. Where you just kind of did the stitch, it'll be that first mini hole next to you. You can kind of see the hole I just created. It's going to be that same hole you're going through. Alright, so click it through, pull it through that hole again, wrap, twist, pull through, wrap, twist, pull through both. Okay, so now we got to do the 2nd one. And you're going to go in that next hole. You can almost see where the V starts. You can kind of see it here. Where the V starts, there will be a hole right underneath there. Like that. So that's the next hole you're going to go into. Push it through, wrap, twist, pull through, wrap, twist, pull through. And then you're going into that same hole again. There. Push it through, wrap, twist, pull through, wrap, twist, pull through. So now we should have 4 stitches that we've just finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're almost there. Okay, so now you do the same thing. You go into the next hole. Single crochet into that. Wrap, again wrap, twist, pull through. Wrap, twist, pull through. And you're going back into that same hole that you just did to increase it. Wrap, twist, through. Wrap, twist, pull through. And you're going to do that again. So the next part right here. Okay, we should have 2 more stitches that we haven't finished yet. So we have one right here, 1 hole right here, and then we have 1 hole right here. So we're going to do our next one. Pull through, wrap, through, wrap, twist, pull through. And then again, pull it through that same hole. And now for our final hole, which would be right there, next to that stitch marker. So this is why we have those stitch markers, so then we can see, okay, so this is where our row is going to start, and this is our last stitch. And again, counting is important. So after you're done with this row, you're going to count to make sure you have 12 stitches across. See, I kind of caught my split on the yarn. Be careful when you do this, sometimes you will split the yarn and it'll be a little stiffer to go through. You can just continue on with it, or you can undo the stitch. Okay. Now let's start with our stitch marker to make sure that we have 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Now as you're working the... Oh, what did I do? Somehow my thing got wrapped in here. Okay, there we go. It's going to end up making a bowl shape. So right now it's kind of a flat pancake, but the more you increase, the more it's going to go into a bowl. So this right here. These stitches, like I said, it's not going to worry because it's going to end up being on the inside. It's all going to be hidden. Okay, so the next part of this pattern is to single crochet 1. So when you see the 1, it's just 1, and then you're going to have a single crochet increase. So what does that mean? There we go. Now I fixed that. Whew. It's a bit twist of a mess. Alright. So you take that stitch marker out, and then you have that next hole. So you're going to single crochet into this first hole. Yeah, it's really twisted. What did I do? Again, you pull it through, wrap, pull it through both. So we have our first stitch. And now make sure that you mark off that stitch. You just finished. Pull it through. Okay, now it says single crochet 1, then you have single crochet increase. So again, it is that same thing. So you're going to increase into this stitch. So you single crochet it once, and then you're going to go into that same stitch that you just worked, again that same hole, and put it a single crochet. Then you repeat that same pattern that you've just done. So it is single crochet, and then, so here will be a single crochet. This part would be single crochet increase. So you do it twice. 1 stitch, 2 stitches. So remember the pattern 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, next one, twist, pull through, twist, pull through, and you're increasing that again. So twist, pull through, that. So we've done 2. So now I go into the next one. Remember the pattern, so it's going to be 1, and then you're going to have 2. 1, 2. Remember, you got to keep counting as you go along so you have the accurate amount of stitches. 1, 2, 2. So this will be my 1, 1, and then this next stitch I have to do twice. Again, 1, and then twice. And then when we've got that all completed, we should have 18 stitches. So let's see if we've done this right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good job. Yay me. Okay, so now it is the same pattern. So you're going to make 24 stitches in this next one. I think this pattern, this line may be a little goofy, but as long as we have 24, that's what matters the most. So again, I took that hook out, and you're going to crochet into that first loop. The first one, it says 1 single crochet, so 1. Done our 1. Make sure you stitch marker that first stitch off. Then it has single crochet, increase, and then single crochet, 2 single crochets until the last stitch. Do that. So you're going to do a single crochet, increase. So it goes in here, remember, once, that first hole, and you got to go back into that same hole to increase it. 2. And I'm caught. 2. And then you go into the next hole, which is here. You're going to do 2 single crochets. 1. Then you're going to go to the next hole. 2. So you're going to repeat that pattern. So it's a single crochet, increase. So you're going to do 2 stitches into this hole. We did 1 stitch, and we're going to go back and do a second. And then we're going to do a stitch in the next one, because you're doing 2 single crochets, 1, and then you go to that next hole and you do your second one. So next, again, it's the increase, so we're increasing into this next hole. Increase, 1, 2, and increase, and you do 2. Increase, and you do 2. And then all you do, you have 2 stitches left, you're just going to crochet into both those stitches. And then theoretically we should have 24 stitches. So let's see where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 2, 23. So I am missing an extra stitch. So you could have these options. You could unravel it all and do it all over again, or you can just do what I do and say, if it doesn't look so great, it doesn't look so great. I'm going to go back into that last hole and do another stitch to increase it to make it 24. And there we go. Now the next things are the rounds are going to be just crocheting all the way around, so single crochet, there's no increases, and so you'll just continue to do these rounds. Remember to do that first single crochet, put your marker in. So you can do this for round 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So just keep going all the way around. There's no increases. So you're going to do, I think, four rows or 4 rounds of just increasing. The next part of the pattern calls us to single crochet 2 together. So we've increased down here to make the shape, and now we're going to decrease to make this part of the shape. So this was increasing, and now we're decreasing. So the first part, it says single crochet. So again, it's that same thing. Take the hook or your stitch marker out, put it through that first hole, and do your single crochet. And make sure you mark it. As you can see, my hook is breaking right in the middle right here, so if it breaks on me during this, I'm going to have to change hooks during the middle of it, and I'll probably end up with this blue hook. Just warning you, forewarning you. Alright, so an increase, or decrease. So how is it increase? Remember, you did 2 stitches into 1 hole. What you're going to do is you're going to put your hook through the hole next to the stitch that you're ready to work. You put the hook through, and you're going to twist, wrap, and then just pull it through and leave it. Don't do anything with it right now. Then you're going to go to that next stitch that you would work normally. You're going to take your hook and you're going to push it through the hole, twist, wrap, pull it out. So now we should have 3 loops on our hook. This is the fun part. So you can take and you're going to twist and you're going to wrap around, twist your hook, and you're going to pull your hook through all 3 of those loops. 1, 2, 3. And that was that. And then you're going to single crochet to this stitch, and then the next one. So single crochet twice. So here's 1, and then you're going to go into that next stitch and single crochet. 1, Now again, single crochet 2 together. So you work in that next hole, should be here. Put the hook through, take it, twist, wrap, and then pull it out. And leave it like that. Then you're going to go to the next stitch over, just there. Take your hook through, push it through that next hole, wrap, twist, pull through. Take it, wrap it around, and you have 3. You're going to take this yarn all the way through the 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to crochet again here and crochet in the next hook. 1, 2. Okay, crochet 2 together. You go in the first loop, get ready to work, pull it through, wrap, twist, pull it through, go into the next hole over here, pull it through, wrap, twist, hook, pull it through. Again, 3, wrap it around, twist, pull it through. Then you're going to crochet, crochet, single crochet 2 together, pull it through, wrap, twist, through, push the hook through that next stitch, one, 2, 3, wrap it around, pull it through, and then keep working that same pattern. So I've reached the end of my round, and we can double check our work, and we should have 18 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yay! Now, you're going to do your round 11, where you're going to single crochet 1, and then you're going to single crochet 2 together. Okay. Push it through. You see your 1. Place your marker, and then single crochet 2 together. 1 goes through, wrap, pull it through, and you go into the next hole, the next stitch, push it through, wrap, twist, pull it through. You should have 3, wrap it around, pull it all through, and then you single crochet 1. And you're going to continue in that pattern You do one and then you do two together. My yarn's really splitting. It's a little rough. And my hook's getting smaller. And this is going to be a little challenging. The smaller you get, the harder it is to work the stitches. So it's going to be frustrating, but just take your time. You'll get it figured out. It finally broke off. I wonder if I can finish this row. And then our last one, single crochet two together. And if we're good, we should have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I messed up. Yep, there's a 12 right there. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to stuff it this time right here. Now you're going to close it off by crocheting two together all the way around. So you have 12. If everything's crocheted two together, there's going to be 6 stitches left remaining. And like I said, this is where it's going to work really hard because it's getting really small right here. So just be patient. And if it doesn't all the way work, okay, that's fine. As long as you're able to close it off so the stuffing doesn't fall out. It'll be hidden anyway when this part of the cactus gets sewn on top. Let's see if I can try to still do it with this little needle or little hook. Let's make myself a challenge. Okay, so you take your stitch marker out, pull it through 1, go through the next hole. Should have 3 on there. Wrap it around, twist, pull it all the way. And again, still mark it, even though this is your last round. Still need to mark your beginning stitch. Yeah, see my stitches are a bit tight and funky here. You can see, this one's better. A little tight for me to get through these messed up stitches. Even I still make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes actually. Just cover everything up. Oh boy. You can see I have a little extra right there. I split the yarn right there, it looks like. That's going to be messy getting through, so you're going to go through that next one. Oh boy, I'm not sure what I did there. Okay, I've got my 3. It's going to be a little harder pulling all through all these 3. Yay! Next round over. I should have 2 stitches remaining. Almost forgot to pull it through the next one. Alright, well, let's see if I have 6 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the greatest, but they have completed. Take it and cut off your string. Take off your stitch marker. Take your string and you're going to pull it through that loop to bind it, like how you did the green part of the cactus. And there you go. What you can do is you can go and bind this stuff off again and seal it to the hole shut. And for me, I know there's probably ways to do this better. For me, it's no rhyme or reason. I just go to the next hole over and just kind of bind it however I want to, make sure the hole's shut. And then knot it by pulling that all the way through, leaving a loop. And then like how you bound off the end, just going to pull it through. Right, and then you can tuck this string inside by either using your hook, using your needle, just cutting it through. Sometimes it works. This one's working really well for me. There you go. Our soil part is done. It should fit fairly decently in our pot.